Hey everyone, Mariam here. According to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. What do you think affects your health? Your diet? Physical activity? Well, did you know that education has a profound impact on your health? But how? Education is a social determinant of health. According to the World Health Organization, social determinants of health are the conditions in which people are born, grow, live, work, and age. These circumstances are shaped by the distribution of money, power, and resources at global, national, and local levels. The social determinants of health are mostly responsible for health inequities, the unfair and avoidable differences in health status seen within and between countries. You're probably wondering who these two are. Well, meet Wilfred and Wobble. Let's go back to their childhood to demonstrate how education is a social determinant of health. Wilfred was born into a well-off family. His parents are both bookworms, known to us as academics. His mother works as a nurse and his father as a lawyer. His parents were able to buy a house in a safe and well-maintained suburb of Wibble City, with the convenience of transport, schools, safe playgrounds, hospitals, and shopping facilities nearby. Meanwhile, in the underworld of Wibble City, Wobble's parents are renting a room in a molehill on the industrial side of Wibble City. Neither of his parents finished high school, and they are both currently unemployed. Unlike Wilfred's family, Wobble's family do not have easy access to many facilities due to their location and income restraints. Because of this, Wobble's family live off cheap, convenient junk food and avoid seeing health professionals. Did you know, in 2018, 58% of people with no school qualification were unemployed in Australia? The nearby factory and junkyard causes Wobble's area to be heavily polluted, which leaves their water supply contaminated. Unfortunately, Wobble's parents are unaware of the dangers associated with drinking contaminated water. Unlike Wilfred, Wobble has no safe place to play. As for Wilfred, he is now thriving at school. His parents are aware of the importance of education and support him throughout. As they are receiving a stable income, they are able to hire a tutor to further assist Wilfred. They also are aware of the importance of maintaining a healthy lifestyle and supporting his mental health. Meanwhile, Wobble is struggling to keep up with the demands of school. His parents are not able to support him academically and cannot afford to pay a tutor for help. He often goes to school feeling tired and hungry, and he finds it difficult to concentrate. On top of this, Wobble faces consistent bullying within the school environment, further disengaging him from his education. All this is taking its toll on his mental health.
Now then, what are the chances of pulling out a red marble from the bag? Wobble?
Very small indeed. That's not the only thing around here that's very small indeed. Your brain, for example, is so minute that if a hungry cannibal were to crack your head open, there'd hardly be enough inside to cover a small water biscuit. In high school, Wilfred continues to thrive and receive the help and support he needs. He looks after himself well and understands the importance of maintaining his health. His parents take importance in physical activity and are able to pay for his gym and sporting club fees. Wobble, on the other hand, doesn't have many sporting and gym facilities accessible to him, due to his location and his parents' financial situation. As for his schooling, Wobble decided to drop out of high school and look for employment, as he found education to be far too stressful and not worth the time or effort. Wobble has taken up many health risk behaviours, such as drinking and smoking. His mental health is also further declining, and he is beginning to have trouble with the law. Did you know, in low socio-economic status Australians, 40% drop out in high school, and 21% develop mental and behavioural problems. Meanwhile, Wilfred has successfully graduated from university and has secured a stable, well-paid job. After a couple of years, Wilfred starts a family of his own and buys a house in a safe, well-maintained environment. And thus, the bookworm cycle continues. As for Wobble, he has multiple low-paid temporary jobs. His lack of education means that he has limited employment options, and he doesn't have the skills required to secure a full-time job. He avoids applying for new work as he struggles to successfully complete the required paperwork. Did you know only 0.5% of all jobs advertised in 2018 required no previous experience? Wubble's mental health is further declining, but his shift work makes it difficult for him to seek professional help, as his work is very tiring. He is also not aware of what help he should be seeking, furthering his stresses. He has also moved out from home. He struggles to pay the rent the mole demands and fears becoming homeless. His tooth has been very painful lately, but he can't afford to be seeing a dentist. To cope, Wubble has been avoiding eating and has increased his smoking and drinking. He has also started taking drugs. Did you know, in low socio-economic status Australians, 20% smoke daily and 16% engaged in lifetime risky drinking? Soon after, Wubble's health took a turn for the worst. Did you know, in low socio-economic status Australians, 31% develop poor oral health, 5% develop heart disease, 8% develop diabetes, and 1% suffer from a stroke. They are 1.4 times more likely to die from a heart disease, and 1.6 times more likely to die from lung cancer than high socio-economic status Australians. He was rushed to Whipple Hospital. Wubble's life started off badly, sort of veered off in the middle, and the least said about the end, the better. But apart from that, Wubble's life is an excellent example of how education is a social determinant of health.